My sports selection is That's What I'm Talking About by Shane Crawford.
Okay.
He's a bit of a favourite.
He's just on everything at the moment.
Yeah, and it talks about obviously his time at Hawthorn, and he was with them for 16 years.
Wow, okay.
So that's pretty good innings.
For sure.
Crime fiction, fantastic book. I haven't read it, but loads of feedback that it's great. It's called I Kill. Quite sinister.
Okay.
And
is that by an Australian as well?
No, it's not. And it's the author is Giorgio Faletti, and it's a detective book. It's a detective and an FBI agent, and they're tracking down a killer, and it's set in Monte Carlo.
Oh wow!
So I think the setting's pretty
exotic.
Yeah,
yes, I've been to Monte Carlo.
Have you? Now who's name dropping?
I had to get equal time. I went to the casino there too.
Oh,
I digress.
Finally, my book for Dad fiction thriller,
right,
is called After America by John Birmingham, and I actually speak to him on Twitter.
Oh.
Since we're name dropping.
Okay. Where does he live?
I'm not sure. You know, I speak to so many authors on Twitter.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You have to get them on the show.
I know. I speak to them all the time, and half the time I don't know, like, what they look like. I have to actually, like, Google them so I can, find out more information.
That is a great thing. I mean, you get a lot of flack often about the social networks and what have you, but they do open up an area to speak to people you would never ever speak to.
It's quite addictive.
Yeah,
because I'll tell you a quick story. I know I don't want to take up too much time, but there's a new book out at the moment called Halo. It's written by an Australian girl who's 18. Her first book was out when she was 14. She's incredible. Wow. And I took the audio home because I wanted to read it, but just didn't have the time to physically read it. Stuck the CD in. She's reading her own book in an American accent.
Oh no, that's why like Australian singers used to do that at one stage. I was very
annoyed. So I actually found her on Twitter.
Yes.
And I said,
did you?
Yeah, found her on Twitter, and I just said to her, I'm a bit disappointed. I've stuck the CD, and she said, oh look, hands are tied. It's sort of people tell you that it's predominantly going to be sold in the American market.
That's your bigger market for sure, but it is a shame.
So she said she might try in her next book to change one and make books about angels.
Yes.
And in the book, the angels are like all powerful, and they've come to Earth and they're pretending they're human, but they know everything. And she said she might get one of them to suddenly change into an Australian accent. And then they can't stop her because it'll have to be said in Australian.
It's part of the character.
So it's quite funny. But it's so nice to be able to do that, actually interact with them while you're reading their book.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think you have to work harder to get them on the show, Jackie.
Okay, I'll try. Okay. Quickly do the top 10, or
we'll come back after this break and then we'll do the top 10 books in Werribee.
Yep.
You're listening to Creative Corner with Denise and Book Chat on 88.9 Win FM.
Win FM Community Radio.
You're listening to Creative Corner with Denise and Book Chat with Jackie, and we're winding up Book Chat now with the top 10 books in Werribee this week.
Yes.
Or this month, I should say.
Yep. So this month, what have people in Werribee been reading? Number 10, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Always in the top 10.
I wish I'd have written that book.
Well, it's going to be in the top 10 for the rest of the year, I would say, because the movie's about to come out.
Oh, well, that's going to boost it for sure.
Number 9, book number 4 in the Immortals series by Alison Noel, and it's Dark Flame.
Right.
Number 8 is Eat, Pray, Love, which is a movie that is coming out.
Okay.
With Julia Roberts.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yes.
Yeah. And look, I've read Eat, Pray, Love, and I loved the book, and I think the movie will really, really enhance the experience of the book because it's about travel.
Oh, fantastic.
About her. So I think just having that visual aspect will really,
I think when a movie comes out, it always boosts the books.
Yeah, and I think Julia was an excellent choice for the main character. Number 7 is That's What I'm Talking About, the Shane Crawford book that I had as one of my dad's picks.
Why do I always want to hear that? I want to say, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey. Number 6 is Our Great Game by John Murray, and that's a gorgeous hardcover book all about football, just beautiful. You know, we're talking about textures and one of those beautiful books that you want as a part of a collection.
Fantastic.
Number 5 is To My Daddy, Doodles for You. They're really great books for kids that they can give their dad, and they can actually draw pictures
for their dad.
Yeah, for their dad in the book. So, you know, it'll say me and my dad, and so you draw, you know, the kid draws.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've really been
especially for younger kids.
Really popular.
Lovely, yep.
Yeah. Number 4 is Halo, which is the book I was telling you about, where I've been interacting with the author on Twitter, and her name is Alexandra Adornetto.
Right.
Number 3 is 4 Ingredients, Fast, Fresh and Healthy. It's 2 ladies in Queensland started the 4 Ingredients.
Oh, yes, I've heard about
franchise.
That. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2 is From Here to There by John Fane. That's been huge. People love John Fane. And the book's about a road trip he took with his son.
I was actually just reading about that the other day in the RACV book.
Yeah, so
magazine, I should say.
Yeah, lots of people been interested in that one. And the number 1 bestseller is been All Bets Are Off by David Schwartz.
Okay.
Yeah, a football guy.
Again, Dad would love that.
Yes, again, yes. Quickly, the top 10 ABC. Number 10 is the place called Jemima Doll. Still very popular. Number 9, Italian Food Safari. Number 8, Fireman Sam. Remember him?
Yes.
Yeah, his new DVD. Number 7, Doctor Who mugs. Number 6, the Doctor Who Sonic Screwdriver. I think that was in there last month.
Oh, okay.
Number 5, Return to Cranford, which is a BBC series. Number 4, Voyage to the Planets, which was one of my DVD picks. Number 3, Little Dorrit, which is again another BBC series. Number 2, Grand Designs, Series 7. And the number 1 ABC DVD was Doc Martin Series 4.
Oh, terrific. ABC has some great shows. Now you've got 2 ABCs. Oh, I think you've got 3
There's
now,
more.
ABC.
There's more. There's 4.
Oh, is there 4?
There's
Wow.
ABC 1, ABC 1, ABC 2, ABC 3, which is the teenage channel,
and
right. ABC, and there's 24.
24.
Yeah.
Wow. There's just no time to do all these things. Well, thanks very much again. Thanks very much for Book Chat this week, Jackie. And there's also a great event coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yes, it's a schools event.
Yeah.
It's Andy Griffiths, one of
very popular and
very
local
popular.
to the western suburbs.
Yes, and he's fantastic when he visits schools and when he meets children. I've seen him interact with children, and he just spends a lot of time talking to them about writing and about how he comes up with his ideas for the books. And
great.
So the event is on Friday, the 10th of September. It's not a public event; it's a schools event. But any schools any teachers who are listening, or any
students who want to let their teachers know.
Yes, definitely. The event's taking place at Manor Lakes College. And it's on Friday, the 10th of September from 10 a.m. And I know already there's busloads of kids going from different schools in the area. And they just need to go to a website called Booked Out, just one word.
Yes.
BOOKEDOUT.com.au. And that's how the school registers its interest to go to the event.
Well, don't miss out on that chance. So as you say, any teachers out there or any students, let your teacher know tomorrow that this event's happening at Manor Lakes.
Manor Lakes College, yeah.
Terrific. Well, thanks again, Jackie, for coming in for Book Chat.
You're very welcome.
And don't forget to get onto Facebook and also YouTube.
Yep, and you can listen to the show on YouTube because we upload it, so you can go back and revisit some of the topics we've had before. And if you go onto Facebook, we can then keep you updated with what's happening during the month. Let you know what's going on.
Fantastic. And I definitely want to see one of those special books that come to life.
Yeah.
That just sounds so exciting. And as you say, it's a great mix. What we've been talking about tonight is eBooks versus rBooks, which of course are paper books, real books. And there's a market and a time for both, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. And the merging of the two that you were speaking about earlier, which are called the type of books that you look at and it goes augmented books.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fantastic merge of both.
Yeah,
so,
very much so. And I think we're just going to see more and more of that.
and be great for kids. So look forward to next month, Jackie, for the first Thursday of the month.
In October.
To see what we're going to be talking about in Book Chat. You've been listening to Book Chat with Denise and Jackie on 88.9 Win FM, and this is Creative Corner, and I'll be with you until 8 o'clock tonight, and the time is 18 minutes past 7.